First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Melanie McGovern is with the Better Business Bureau in upstate New York and is on the line right now, and it's Amazon Prime Time. Well, at least another 12 or so hours of it. Melanie, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, my social media feeds are filled with ads about Prime Day. So this is the perfect time to talk about this.
It really is. And, I know at our company, along with many companies around the globe today, there's so much training when it comes to phishing and scamming. And, it's to the point where we have an entire group in our company that tries to trick us into clicking on things to teach us not to click on things. Mm-hmm. And you get dinged if you click on something.
You have to sit through like a security training course. Yeah. They're so much fun, I swear.
So I have, just for the record, the way I've solved that problem is I eliminated my email. I don't even click on anything.
Yeah, we don't even read them.
That's the way.
Okay. Well, we found that it takes one employee to click on one bad email that could take down a company's infrastructure.
Yep,
so
just
it's
like
really important that training does get done.
What I find really interesting is the I said scam artists are just that. They're artists. They're really good at what they do. And, they can give – a phone call can look like it's authentic. An email or text message can look like it's authentic coming from the actual company. That's what makes this so difficult.
It really does. And they were calling people at the height of the pandemic last year. A lot of people weren't familiar with Amazon. They weren't Amazon Prime members, but when stores closed, they had to go where they could get what they needed.
Yeah.
And they were calling and saying there was an issue with the account, or somebody made a large purchase on the account and you needed to confirm that it was your credit card. So people are panicking. They're not really sure what to do. So we worked with Amazon to make sure that everybody knew that, hey, Amazon doesn't call you with those things. And we always tell people, don't click on that link in the email that is, quote, coming from Amazon. Make sure you go right to that website and go into your account from there.
Yeah, there's a story up about this with your tips up on our website at WIBX950.com right now. And, Melanie, it is that's a key here, is don't click on the links. Even if you think it looks real, you're better off getting out of that email and going to the actual website on your own and logging into your account.
Mm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not just Amazon. It's it's PayPal. It's a lot of these national companies that people use daily and don't even think about it because it's just a modern convenience that are being spoofed. And then people get confused. And then your heart starts racing, like, oh, my God, my PayPal account is locked, or
right.
Your bank account. We've seen the text messages come in that your bank account is locked. Click this link to open it, and then you don't even know where you're going. So it's just everybody really has to be vigilant. Make sure you're going directly to that retailer, that service provider, that bank. Don't click on those links because that's where it can cause a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Are there statistics out there about what percentage of adults maybe click on a link or download a virus unknowingly? Like how many of us actually do it? Because I bet you it's a pretty high percentage.
I'm not really sure, but we do know that a lot of people do it. We see a lot of reports on our scam tracker of people saying, I got this text message about a package and I clicked the link and I gave them my information. Because, again, that's another thing. A lot of people are ordering stuff, and they're expecting multiple packages, and they're not sure maybe which one they ordered or which shipping company is sending it. So we just really have to be careful. But, again, you can always hover over with your mouse if you're on a computer to see where that link is taking you. And if it's not taking you to, say, Amazon.com, do not click on it.
And be very careful of Amazon.com or Amazon.com, which, by the way, would have been a really good name. Amazon.com. We sell only peaceful products. But that's where you can go in and see that email address might not be the exact email address, and it has maybe some letters afterwards, then .com, and that's when you find out it's not really the company you think it is.
Yep, you can change the name on an email very easily.
Yeah.
When I got married, I changed all my emails from Melanie Gregg to Melanie McGovern without changing the email address. So it's really easy I could change my email to PayPal. And people will be getting emails from me that says it's from PayPal, but it's really coming from my email. So you want to hover over that address, too. You can even check that on your phone by just clicking on that address to see where it's going.
I'm assuming your website offers all sorts of assistance.
BBB.org. If you go to the top right corner, there's a button called Scam Tracker. That will take you over to our Scam Tracker tool, which will show you can zoom right into Utica, and it'll show you all the scams that are going on in the area. If there was money lost, the date, there's a description of what the scam is, any identifiable information like a website or a phone number. It serves as a warning, so we always remind people, even if you don't lose money but you come across a scam, absolutely report it so we know about it. If we see a lot of people reporting that scam, we will issue an alert. I
want to read you the last paragraph of the story that I wrote on this last night. Are you ready? Yeah. Check out the Better Business Bureau website for more details on avoiding the scam. By the way, our link is safe, but if you'd rather not click on a link, because there was a hyperlink there, click here. If you'd rather not click on a link, it's pretty easy, bbb.org. So here I am telling people not to click on a link, and I added a hyperlink to the story. You're on a site that you went to. It's a reputable site. You can trust that link. But the reality is you got to be so cautious of the links, the hyperlinks.
Yeah. And you have to make sure, a lot of people may have opted into from package delivery companies, from Amazon, from their bank. So you want to make sure you know what you've opted into as well.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want it at all, opt out so that you know when you do get a text that it is a scam.
So I guess
not to touch it at all.
I guess I'm worried because if they can do what they can do now, and it's amazing, and it only gets better, it seems, what are they going to be able to do in 5 years? But I would hope that by then the people resisting, and whether it's the government or these companies or security teams resisting these scams, will have gotten better as well.
Well, we all have to educate ourselves.
Yeah.
And, we always remind people, don't forget to talk to the seniors in your life because they may not have they might not have that smartphone with the news feed that they can read all these articles. They might not be plugged in as we are to the internet all day long. So it's always important to maybe have those conversations, look around the house, make sure you're not seeing any red flags of scammers having any kind of influence, old gift cards or packages, things like that. So it's really important to have those conversations with seniors so they know what's going on as well.
I do have to come up with a system that tracks the packages that I've ordered or that have been ordered in our house because we're doing so much online now. I'll bet you there have been some products that I've not gotten and I didn't even know it.
We actually talked about this around the holidays, and one of the people on my team here at BBB came up with this spreadsheet, and she found a pad at the store that had online purchase log. So everybody can just write down what they ordered, the order number, when they ordered it, and you can keep track that way.
Yep, I like that. Okay, it's BB.
Good old-fashioned pen and paper.
You know what? Other than someone coming in your house and stealing that, they're not going to be able to hack into it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. BBB.org. There's a story up on our website, 50.com. And Melanie, we'll do it again. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Have a great day. She is in the Buffalo area, as I just hung up on her by mistake. But you know what? It's crazy. And I do feel for people who are older. And you hear these things that say, don't do this and don't do that. And it all just becomes a big cloud of confusion because part of the problem is that all these things on your iPad and your phone and your computer, all the things that make life convenient are the things that make you somewhat susceptible.
Right. That's where the risk is involved.
Right. Like Apple will say, do you want to allow this website to track you or to have access to your microphone or whatever? Well, in order to get the website to do or the app to do what it's intended to do, you got to accept that stuff. But when you accept that stuff, you open yourself up to some troubles. So for that, I guess you got to be careful.